always said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Well, you don't see this every day. They're lining up for an onside kick on the opening kickoff. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. So UCLA's offense will have the opening possession of the game. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster. And I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he can hurt you, and he can be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through him. All week long, they've been stressing tackling, staying in your gaps, waiting at the point of attack, getting as many hats to the football as humanly possible, because you can't shut this guy down. You can only hope to contain him, but what a challenge this defense faces today.
Looking for the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. And on fourth down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
And on this opening drive, the D gave up some yards, but that's okay. They buckled down when they needed to. They forced the field goal, keeping the home crowd still engaged, still excited, and now they get the football.
So Temple's offense will go to work for the first time today. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his
turning it on into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48. This offense lining up now at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Looking for a crease. It's Runga. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. They've put themselves in a hole to start. It's 1st and 20. They'll leave it with him. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and hand him the ball.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the 2nd down misfire. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. Temple lining up to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Just needs a crack to get a return. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. UCLA will go back to work on offense. So they put up some early points, and now to build on this 3-0 lead. Use the play fake, now to throw. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front 7 on defense, it's going to be tough.
Trying to beat the D deep. Got the big tight end on the corner route. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the ground with the back. And And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. This is a kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
Complete to the right. He gets the job done on third down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. The Bruins are marching down the field.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't...
Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. He stopped not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football. The give to the tailback. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to adjust the pattern. Throws to the tight end. Complete in the middle. They bring him down, and the big play will move the sticks. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Wants to throw on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Nicholson. Running wide open down the gut of the field. Touchdown Owls. And once he got away from the knee, they had no shot at catching him.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Trying to impose their will with the run. Defense fills those gaps. He's got one to the 28.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Lofts one high and deep. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. And the Bruins will bring the punt team onto the field. Able to get the first one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Temple takes over, and the Owls send the offense back onto the field. Off to a good start here, and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Showing the arm strength to the left. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. First down, 10 yards to go. Looking for room. It's Punga. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Gets it inside the 10. Out of bounds at the 9 after the big pickup on that one. Chains are set, and Temple has it with another 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Owls. Quick strike through the air for the score. And the extra point makes it 14-3. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Leaves it with the back. Didn't get a whole lot of room to run. He picked up 1 or 2. Offense gets set for second down. Guys, it's Temple with the lead here at the end of the quarter. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. First play of the period will be a second down. Wants to go up top. Here's a heat. He's going to run it. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. The Bruins are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Trying to set up the screen. He'll be knocked out of bounds right at the 40-yard line. Good pickup there. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And you hear about run blitzes. This is exactly what a run blitz is. When you know the ball's coming up the middle, you want to bring those linebackers, get them closer to the line of scrimmage, and fire. Right when the ball snaps, he's coming downhill, doing a good job creating the loss. That linebacker really knew what was going on.
The margin for error is so small in this conference, it's really imperative to get off to a good start in Big Ten play.
Especially, Reese, since you're adding so much talent now to this conference. But, yeah, year in and year out, you know the mainstays in this conference, but there's always some surprises, and I'll be interested to see how everybody starts off this season. Listen, this is your first opportunity, Palmer, in conference play, in a major conference, obviously in the Big Ten, to make your first statement.
And it's going to be taxing all season long for these players. Physically, obviously, and you expect that in the Big Ten Conference. But now adding all those West Coast teams, these guys are going to be flying back and forth across the country a lot this year. They have to get off to a fast start today. That's what makes this game so critical.
Out of the gun, the give to the back. It continues to be a long day as they are just swarming every time he gets the ball. And the Bruins come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. They'll try to get it through the air. Got the quick pass. He gets it down to the 36 before being knocked out of bounds.
You know, as a receiver, it's so critical and important to know where the sticks are. He was able to modify his route, so he knew as soon as he caught it, he was just going to have enough to keep this drive alive.
Give to the running back. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point, you're going to have to change your thought process. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Finds his man. It's Cobb. Stopped just inside the 25. Will mark it at the 24. Pickup of 10 and a 1st down.
Really nice looking throw there. And traditionally, the best UCLA offenses are always the ones that can get it done through the air. You've got to be able to come up with explosive plays in the passing game. And if this team is going to win a conference championship, they need this guy to play at his A-plus level week in and week out.
My old coach said, you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
They'll move the tight end. They'll go to the ground. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Yeah, you want to be physical. You want to assert yourselves. And now listen, I know this is a top 5 defense against the run in college football, but you got to believe you can do it and continue to stay balanced and run the football and be physical down here in the red zone.
Under fire. Looking to get it in. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
Well, short completion setting up third down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
They worked it down to the 4-yard line, but now it's 3rd and goal. Flips it out on the screen. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, UCLA!
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Temple takes over, and the offense will return to the field. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Found the spot in the defense. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before it's finally stopped.
And you just could not allow that to happen defensively, giving up a big play like that. They're going to need to now play with some sense of urgency if they're not going to give up any points here before the end of the half.
Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They'll give it to him again. There he goes. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. They've really got this offense humming. Just the 4th play of the drive, and it's 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. We've got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back to pass. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
You're not going to see that happen too often. The quarterback, man, he was licking his chops. He saw a big space in the middle of the field. He had his best receiver there ready to make a...
And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Owls!
And that's his 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. My man is just finding pay dirt. Tell you what, these are the kind of guys that you continue to feature throughout a game when he can do this kind of damage after he catches the football.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. They're going to run it to the right. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the 1st down play. The hurry up now. 2nd down. Clock ticking. Wants to go up top. Finds his tight end. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
They'll go back to the ground. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the 1st down. They have it at the 36. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. Looking downfield on 1st down. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Intercepted. A 1st half turnover can swing momentum. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Feet in the end zone, looking to fire. He's going for a big play downfield. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Bringing the heat. Only a couple there, and now staring at 3rd and 8.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. The Owls getting set on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Nicholson. They bring him down, but not before he gets a 1st down at the 35. They'll immediately call timeout. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the middle. Pulls it in. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Throwing right. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock. And in the closing moments of the 1st half, they'll try to put a 3 spot on the board. Oh, and he missed it. No good. After the miss, the lead still at 11. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Bruins will boot it away to start the 2nd half. On the run from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Temple takes over, and the Owls send the offense back onto the field. Bunch formation for these receivers. They'll open the 2nd half with a run. Picks up the 1st down. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. And the Owls come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. To the ground, he's got it again. Make the stop at the 40, but it's a 10-yard gain and a fresh set of downs. They'll put it in play from the 40 on 1st and 10. Hand off from the shotgun.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Lost to fire on 2nd down. Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. And he'll go out of bounds, and this aerial attack just continues to carve this defense into tiny slices.
This guy already has a touchdown. He almost had his 2nd right there. You saw how good he is after he has the ball in his hands. Great job by the quarterback. A, finding him, B, getting it to him quickly, and then his speed and his God-given ability does the rest. He's got his offense in great field position.
Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal.
Well, you know if you're this offense, you're...
Touchdown, Owls! And they take it in for 6 more points. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? He makes his way into the end zone for the 50th time in his career.
Man, what a mark to hit. A guy that's so good with the football in his hands. A guy that every single week you know this guy's going to touch the football. And when he gets near the end zone, Palmer, you still know he's going to get it, and he still punches it in.
He's the unstoppable force. It doesn't matter what defenses have done throughout his career. This guy finds a way to make people miss, to run away. He's got all the tools you look for in an outstanding running back.
Missed receiver there. It's incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and it just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have a chance to be complete.
Kind of like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. And the Bruins will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stopped. Temple takes over, and the offense will return to the field. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive did.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
Unloads to the wideout. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the second down misfire. Lets it fly. Finds a man in the middle. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line. Chains are set, and Temple has it with another 1st and 10. And he just continues to put up numbers, and that number is now over 300.
This guy just throws completions, man. The ball doesn't seem to touch the ground. He's back there. He's making the right reads. Right now, he is locked into what this defense is trying to do.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Back to the ground with the running back. Finds a crease at the 20. He now has 106 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. This time he's got it. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to.
Who gives a hoot? The Owls do. It's a touchdown, and the route is on. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
It just gets in the zone, right? You can't miss. You've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
UCLA will go back to work on offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Fires to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle. It's Jordan. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Jordan. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Got quite a ways to go to keep this drive going. It's 3rd down from the 45.
I'll tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers, and they just couldn't get it done there, and as a result, the offense actually loses a couple of yards.
3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. He is a menace rushing the passer. Career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there, getting him down, getting pressures. He has been a quarterback's worst nightmare.
I was just going to say, David, you don't sleep well as a quarterback the night before you have to play against this guy because he is going to sack you. That is a guarantee. Death, taxes, and sacks for that guy.
They booted away on 4th down. Temple takes over, and the Owls send the offense back onto the field. They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. Oh, they're after him. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. You know why he's piling up all these yards, David? Because the receivers won't let the ball hit the ground.
You remember that Jameis Winston game we called on a Thursday night? The ball didn't even hit the ground, did it?
It did not. 2 incomplete passes caught out of bounds. Oh, there's an alley to the left. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels. They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. Wants to throw on first down. Looking to the big tight end. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Backed up now. Here's second and long. He might want another play. Throws to the wideout. He's open on the right. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he was able to work his way for just a few, and that will do it for the third quarter. We've come to the end of the period, and Temple is holding the lead. This has been utter domination through 3 quarters, and the stats will back that up. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3. And they'll try it again after getting nothing on second down. It's third and goal from the 3. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. Fourth and goal from the 2. Can they finish this drive? He's looking to throw. Touchdown! Oh! Quick strike through the air for the score. They build this fourth quarter lead, and they are just minutes away from going 5-0.
And I like the decision to go for it. And I think a lot of people probably thinking this close to the goal line, fourth and goal, are they going to power it in? Nice job. They had this play ready. They go with the pass. Nice throw, nice catch. Huge job and huge execution on fourth down.
The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings now. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
How about this defense? No mercy. Like, listen, I know we're up big, but they are still hunting, still flying around, still chasing, still making life really miserable for this offense.
That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's first and 10. To the air on first down. And he'll chuck that one away and save the down. Nobody was able to get open. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. They'll give it to the back. Breaks into the open.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
He'll go to the sneak. And they needed an inch, and they didn't get it. This defense gives up nothing, and you'll like it. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
I like it. This defense plays aggressive on fourth and short, and they are rewarded. Figured they would run the football. They did. Nice job getting some penetration and stopping that fourth down play.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, second and 7. Quarterback may change this route. He fires one deep down the right side. The junior making a clutch play and turning in a big catch.
And they've been fun to watch today, man. Like they're staying aggressive late in the game. They've built a cushion. They've built a lead. But you can just tell the confidence and the swagger they have.
Touchdown! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
And
it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. UCLA will go back to work on offense. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. The give to the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were...
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And how about this offense, man? It's been a rough day. You're getting beat down. You're trying to find some kind of momentum late in the game to build something off of, and you give up another sack.
Under fire. Lines the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there, moving forward just a few. The Bruins will line up to punt it away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Nestles it in at the 35. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. Temple takes over and the offense will return to the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Working on the right. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Looking downfield on first down. Unleashes one deep. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. And what can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation. And they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet. And that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Going right to work up top. Plucks it out of the air. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Back to pass. Finds his big tight end. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield.
Not the big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
And that play is a microcosm of what this game has been. They have not been able to protect their quarterback all game long, early or late, up front. Moving forward, this offense has got to do a better job, or else they're going to be in a lot of trouble. You cannot give us up as many sacks as they have in this game and expect to win.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Here's a throw downfield late. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. And the Bruins will call on their punt team. And the punt will hit at the 7, and they can't corral it. It goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side.
This is an area of the game on offense you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting first down, so you have to be able to run it.
Rolling right and going deep. He's got it on the outside. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Catch in the middle. It's Punga. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Throws for the tight end. He's got an open man. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it. They should be able to kneel this one out. The Owls come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Spits it out to the back. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. UCLA will go back to work on offense. This has been an old-fashioned fanny paddling, David. I mean, they've just got taken behind the woodshed.
There's nothing to say. This has been an absolute beatdown. Dominated from the start, Jesse, to almost the finish now. They have done nothing right.
Everyone's going to have a real hard look at themselves, I think, this week after watching the film and in practice. And they just got to take accountability. They have to understand, man for man in this offense, they've got to do a better job next time they're on the field.
And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
The Bruins decide to punt it away. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. Wants to go up top on first down. Makes the grab. It's Punga. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry.